A backdoor in cybersecurity is a method of bypassing normal authentication or security measures to gain unauthorized access to a system, application, or network. Backdoors can be created intentionally by developers for maintenance purposes, or they can be installed by attackers as part of a broader cyber attack. Key characteristics of backdoors include stealthy access, persistence, and dual purpose. Backdoors are designed to operate unnoticed, allowing attackers or authorized users to access systems covertly as a part of stealthy access. For example, an attacker installs a hidden service that listens on an unmonitored port to regain entry. For persistence, many backdoors are engineered to remain in a system even after reboots or software updates. This allows ongoing access over time. Malware that modifies system files to reinstate the backdoor if removed is an example of persistence. And dual purpose. Backdoors can be used for legitimate purposes, like remote troubleshooting by IT teams, but they do become vulnerabilities if they're misused. There are a few types of backdoors. You have software backdoors, hardware backdoors, network backdoors, operating system backdoors, and web backdoors. Software backdoors are unintended or intentionally embedded code that provides a hidden way to access a program. Example would be a hard-coded username password in an application for debugging purposes. A hardware backdoor is a hidden access point built into hardware devices, often undetectable by software security tools. A malicious chip, for example, may be implanted in a network card to intercept and forward data. A network backdoor is an exploit that allows attackers to bypass firewalls or network protections. Opening a port on a compromised router to allow remote access is an example of a network backdoor. For operating system backdoors, modifications to the OS that provide unauthorized root or admin level access. An example would be a malicious kernel module that enables backdoor commands. And for web backdoors, these may be scripts or tools uploaded to web servers, allowing attackers to execute commands or retrieve data, like a PHP shell script installed on a vulnerable website. Backdoors are created with malware, exploitation of vulnerabilities, social engineering, and intentional design. For malware, attackers often use malware to create backdoors. Trojans, for instance, can install remote access tools, also known as rats, that function as backdoors. Backdoors are created with exploitation of vulnerabilities as attackers exploit software vulnerabilities to insert backdoors into systems. And with social engineering, users are tricked into installing software or providing credentials, allowing attackers to set up backdoors. And then for intentional design, some developers intentionally embed backdoors during development for their debugging and maintenance, and these can be exploited by cyber threat actors. So that's risks that are posed by backdoors, as backdoors allow this unauthorized access, allowing attackers to bypass authentication, gaining full control of systems or data. Backdoors also pose the risk of data theft, of course, as attackers use backdoors to exfiltrate sensitive information, such as trade secrets or personal data. And the network compromise risk, as a backdoor in one system can allow attackers to move laterally through a network, compromising additional systems. System manipulation. Attackers can modify or destroy files, install additional malware, or disrupt services through backdoors. And backdoors also create the risk of trust erosion. If discovered, backdoors can undermine trust in software or hardware providers, hurting business, especially if they're suspected of collusion. Examples of backdoor use would be Stuxnet in 2010, included a backdoor that allowed attackers to manipulate industrial control systems. There's NSA's alleged backdoor in the dual ECDRBG in 2013, where allegations surfaced that the NSA included a cryptographic backdoor in a widely used random number generator. And in 2020, the SolarWinds hack, attackers inserted a backdoor into SolarWinds Orion software, compromising numerous organizations, including U.S. government agencies. Cybersecurity professionals can work to defend against backdoors with regular software updates. Keep all systems and applications up to date to patch the known vulnerabilities that could lead to the backdoor creation. Auditing the code is also important, conducting thorough reviews of software code to identify and eliminate embedded backdoors. Network monitoring is also crucial, using intrusion detection systems and network traffic analysis tools to identify suspicious activity such as unauthorized access attempts, and endpoint protection. Deploy antivirus and endpoint security solutions that can detect and remove backdoor malware. Access control is also very important, limiting access to critical systems and ensuring strong authentication methods such as multi-factor authentication, MFA, and incident response planning. Have a robust incident response plan in place to identify, isolate, and remediate backdoors quickly if discovered. Understanding backdoors is critical for identifying potential security weaknesses and preventing unauthorized access. Cybersecurity professionals need to recognize the signs of a backdoor, such as unusual traffic or unexpected system behavior, and mitigate risks by implementing strong security measures and monitor systems continuously to detect and respond to backdoor activity. This foundational knowledge is essential for protecting systems and networks against both external and internal threats.